The thing is, we humans tend to hold on to negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feelings, negative experiences, and memories way more than we hold on to the positive feelings and beliefs and experiences and memories. And that's called the negative bias that we all have. And of course, the reason why we have that is because we evolved and as we're evolving, we were paying attention and noticing the danger, the bad stuff. So that's how I explain to my students. And that served us really well. It kept us safe and kept us alive, and we survived. But now the researchers know that that doesn't help us, that this holding on to this negative thinking actually can make us sick. And it's related to a lot of different health problems. So the negative thinking contributes to you feeling sad or lonely or feeling rejected or feeling like you're a failure or to you feeling stressed and anxious, right? And those things are linked to several health issues, from heart disease to suppressing your immune system, shortening your lifespan, all of that, right? And at this time, when we're trying to fight a virus, I figured it would be nice for us to learn how to challenge our negative thinking and how to add another tool to this emotional first aid kit that we're putting together. So one way, there are many ways to fight this negative bias, but one thing that I taught the students was to use this 1-to-5 ratio. And what it means is that for every one negative thought, we would think of 5 positive things. For every one negative self-belief, anytime we say something like, oh, I'm not smart, or I'm so dumb, you would have to think and say 5 positive good things about yourself. For every one negative memory that you have, you would have to go retrieve and find positive memories. For every one negative experience or trauma, you would find 5 positive experiences. So that's the 1-to-5 ratio. So that's one way to fight this negative bias that we have. And the way I did this, that you could use and do this with your children, is we actually sat down and meditated on it for 2 minutes. So I guided them. I closed my eyes, they closed their eyes, and I talked about just bring to your mind, think about your superpowers, the things that you love about yourself, that you're really good at. And they thought about those things. And then I said, now think about the things that other people seem to really like about you. Maybe things they compliment you on, things that other people ask you help with, things that people know you're really good at and they want you to teach them. And then they thought about those things. And I guided them to now think of things in your life that you feel really lucky, that you feel really happy to have. And those are your gratitudes. So they would bring those things to mind. And then I said, now think about your skills. What are the things that you know that maybe you're good, maybe your academic skills, reading, writing, or math. Maybe it's you're kind and you make friends easily, or you're brave, or you are a risk taker, you're independent. So think of your skills. And they thought about it. And then I said, now let's think of the things you're really knowledgeable. Think of, those researches you put together. Maybe some of the children love to write about a certain animal. They know so much about horses, or they're really good with, dinosaurs or volcanoes or shells or rocks. But there's some areas that they know a lot. So for them to think of what are those things that you're really knowledgeable about. And then we ended our meditation. So that was just the 2 minutes that we meditated. And we processed. I asked, how was it? Was it easy? Did you have to dig in and find those positive things about you and your life? Or did they just come? And sometimes negative things pop up and we feel like, well, I'm not good at anything, or nobody really likes me, nobody compliments. So what was, everybody had their own, experience with that. So you can ask your child, how did it go? Was it easy? How do you feel? And then now that it's fresh, all this positivity is kind of fresh in your mind, I said, let's write down some I am and I can statements. And then this is Pollyanna's little journal. So I'm just going to give her as an example. She wrote her I am and I can. So I am kind, I'm helpful, I'm bright, I'm elegant, I'm beautiful, I can ride horses, I can talk to animals, I can read and write, I can take risks, I can be adventurous. So I did 1, 2 for myself and wrote the things, I'm a good teacher, I'm fun, I am happy, I am bright, I can sing, I can dance, I can knit, and all the things that we are and we can. So that was the challenge for the week, was for them to write this I am and I can statements, and then maybe add to it every day. Think of another thing that they are really good at. And then for them to just during the week try to, every time that a negative thought or memory or experience or belief pops in, for them to try this 5-to-1 ratio, for them to try to think of 5 positive things. And then I gave them examples of other things they can do, like they can write sticky notes with positive affirmations or positive things and put it around the house, or they can write it on the mirror. We just use a very easy to erase marker, and we sometimes write some notes for the girls, just some affirmations for them to read in the morning. So I gave them a few ideas of how to use this, how to challenge the negative thinking and how to boost our positivity. And I explained that now that we're fighting this virus, we're trying to stay healthy. And since we know the research links, all of that negativity to suppressing our immune system, I was like, we don't want any of that. We want to create some positive thinking so we can get stronger physically and we can actually be healthier so we can fight this virus. So that was the activity that I did for the students, and I wanted to share with you, and hopefully you can do it with your children this week, and maybe you start a little journal and work on this emotional first aid kit. And that's it. I will see you again next week. Thank you.